Hello everyone, Sam is here from myfirstmagicwave.com. Making this video about answering a few questions about the entries, and also somebody emailed me. Let's see, what's the name? Matthew. All right, Matthew. This is this video I'm making for you to answer your question that do I have those charts, the trades taken the last week. So what I'm doing here now is that instead of just showing you the entries, and you will be like, okay, these are fine entries, but how do I do it? How did I do it? So let me explain you by giving you one example, and then I want you to go ahead and check all those other 7 pairs that we trade, and try to find these entries. All right, so that way it will be a very good practice. And then if you still have problems, just email me, or I'll make another video. Just attend the webinar and ask me there. I'll give you explain in live charts. All right, so let's get started. This is the chart, right? This is a pound USD 1-day chart. Okay, so how do I trade? What do I look for? When I send you the whole system, an email, maybe like a 4th email, where you see the SNR level sheet. I have four pairs sheet. I'm making some more pairs now, yen pairs. But right now I have in that email I have like Euro, Pound, Aussie, and Frankie. I mean Swissy, right? USD franc. So and I also tell you to draw these open 4-hour, 1-hour chart and draw these horizontal levels in that sheet. So these are a few numbers. Wherever the price is, just draw those numbers very close by. So we've been playing between 163 and between 158 so far. Back and forth, ping pong going on for a couple of weeks now. So what are the numbers between these two? 163 is one of the strong number. Then 61, 65 is a heavy number, and 159.97, and then 5909. These are the very important 4 numbers. All right. And if you notice that, we played 61 here, and then we dropped all the way down to this one, which is 59.97. We back up again, 61.65, dropped down to 59.09, went up to 61.65, dropped down again to this number, 58.30, which is another number on my sheet, 58.31, the numbers, right? Exactly. And this one, again, see that this price went up again all the way to 63, drop here, bounce from here. This is the only bounce, without my number. But then we went again 63 all the way down back to 59.97, went up 61.65, and now dropped down to this channel line. All right. So hoping probably come down a little bit more. This is also we call a demand zone, this gray area. So we're probably going to come down here again a little bit, just touch to this area, this line, 58.30, and then may bounce again, right? So what do we do? How do I trade? Did I trade bouncing from these areas and get rejection and bounce? Yes, that's what we do. That's all we have, and there's the magic wave strategy is this is all about. You watch the price in these areas, and when you have a turn, the thing is, a lot of people do and lose money because they put pending orders hoping that it will make a turn. But what if not? That's the question, right? So, yeah, in my strategy, you miss initial 30-40 pip move. But if you make the rest of the 60-70 pip move, that is a guaranteed, not guaranteed, but, it's 90%, 80%, 90% a confirmed move. Okay. And confirmed moves are, to me, much better. I mean, everybody trade their own, risk factors, but I like to see the turn is made. And my strategy, that's what it is that, you get the setup after the turn is made. If the turn is not made, you're never going to see the setup. So I'm safe there. Okay, I don't even take the trades. Like this chart I sent out to all my subscribers last week, telling them that, watch out for a bounce from this trend line. So we start having a bounce, but all of a sudden, boom, this candle closed big time bearish, and then we broke the trend line. Okay, so in the meantime, we get the entry? No. So we're safe. I didn't get the short entry either, but that's fine. I was short from all the way top anyway, from 61.65. So let me show you how to find the trade in these areas. Okay, so we go on a chart which is like a drawn magic wave setup, indicators and everything. All right, this is the first time I'm showing my bottom indicators on a YouTube video, but that's okay. No problem. Whoever understand what they are, take advantage and go ahead and trade. Not a problem. So all right, let's talk about this. Let's see this daily chart. Okay, I'm not going to talk about all these points, otherwise this video is going to be 3-4 hour long, but let's talk about last two, the end of the week here and then the beginning of the new week. That's what happens here. Okay, so this one, we touched this 59.97 area and start bouncing. The day was January 9th. So let's see what happened after that. Do we get any entry after that, or we break this area, or we bounce? If we bounce, we will go above this magic wave, and then we will see our setup, which we will take and see where we go, right? So let's see if we got the setup over there or not. So you watch these things on 3 time frames, basically 2 time frame. But if the bounce is very drastic, if that you see that it's a heavy bounce, then you can immediately go on a 1 minute chart and try to find the setup there as well. Otherwise, you're never gonna get make an entry, and the move will leave you behind. So here I'm gonna show you that this is these 2 entries came when. Okay, so you can see this one is 1:10, 9 o'clock, and this one came after that. This momentum bar came out a little bit later. It should have been this black one should be that one, but that's okay. As long as the setup was there, and then even if you get a entry candle a little bit later, that's fine. Okay, but if you would have taken the first one, that would be fine. So you don't have to take the other one. Now, in my webinars, I always mention that there are it's a 24-hour market, but you can never trade this 24-hour, right? And there are specific time periods, and let me explain you what it is. I watch these, and you can see these setups, or should I say that always the big move starts between 6 or 10, between 6 and 10. Then that 1 hour I leave for the nap or rest area, whatever, between 10 and 11. Nothing really happens there. And then from, you say, 11 to 15 and 15:30 GMT time I'm talking about. Okay, GMT time between from 6 to 10, and then from 11 to 15:30. These are the areas that you're going to see big moves and nice set of magic wave setups. All right. So notice how this setup came exactly when? It's at 9 o'clock. This candle is beginning of the 9 o'clock. And this is the area that we were bouncing from 59.09, I guess, right? 59.97. See, this is the line. Let me draw this white line here as well, which you saw daily, 59.97, right? So see how nicely the price came, drop, touches, and then start wobbling here, and that just wobbling just tells you that, okay, we might go up, and then boom, we went above the 200 EMA. Give you a nice setup. There's a setup right here as well. The second setup, and gone. Went back to same 61.65, right? So this is how easy it is if you pay attention to and do exactly what I tell you on 4-hour, 1 hour chart. Draw these horizontal lines. You will be amazed how precise they work. Okay, there's no time right now to tell you how I find these numbers, but these are very, very strong and long-term highs and lows, and they always plays out. Always, when the price comes, they bounce. They get broken all the time, but you have to make sure. Like I said, our strategy, our system is that we follow the PA. We follow the PA. If the price holds on a level, start bouncing, going up, fine, we go long. If the price goes up, hit the resistance, start dropping, we go short. And if the level is broken, we just sit down simply and watch for a pullback to get in. That's it. Very, very simple. And you can see right in front of you. Okay. So this is how it is. This is one of these bounce from this number. We go all the way. We went up to 61.65, right? So this was the day was what? 110 at the end. what happened is starting of 111, and I think 111 was like a Friday or something, right? Anyway, let's take a look what happened then. So 110, the end of it, right? That's this is the week open. So you close here, all right? 110, 111. Oh, well, that was Thursday. So 111, what happened? It's just wobbling around, coming down, and it's no entry. You can see on a 15-minute chart, and I know there is no entry on a 5-minute chart. That's the reason I'm showing on a 15-minute chart, because sometimes when it's more ranging condition, you will see deep corrections and give you 15-minute and 30-minute setup instead of 5-minute setup. When the momentum is too high, the volume is too high in the market, and the moves are very momentous, then you will see 5 minutes and 1 minute setups more often. All right. So last week was like very ranging. Some big moves, but most of the time was ranging, up and down and up and down, and like heavy pullbacks, giving us a 15-minute and 30-minute setups. Now, from that day, the week opens right around here. Okay, let me show you the lines, weekly lines. If you hit Control and Y, alphabet Y, press and hold the button Control and hit Y, you get all these lines. On a 15-minute chart, these lines shows the whole day. Okay, and on a 1 hour per hour chart, they show the whole week. And these two lines shows the beginning of the week, side by side. Okay, Sunday and Monday. So this is the starting of the week, and what happened? We went above the wave, but we never went up and never got a long setup, and even we were just below this heavy level, 61.65. So no need to go long into the resistance, right? But what happened is that after a little while, right around 9:30, again, see those entries were at 9 o'clock. This is 9. So pay attention to these timings, all right? 7, 8, 9 o'clock are very important for a big move and the setup. So around 9:30, you got this candle here, you got the setup, and I'm not going to talk about the setup and these indicators because that's my secret. No, joking. But yeah, it is, and whoever got the system knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so you have an entry here, and you can see that. What happened after that? This is, let me see, this is the start dropping from here. See, 61.65. And even if you don't make an entry here, you just watch this whole day, and after that, this is 111. All right. So let's see what that one was. This entry here. This is actually is 114, 9:30, right? So 114 is 111 was probably the Friday, and then this was Sunday, and this is so 113 was the week open Sunday, and 114 you got this entry. Okay, so Sunday you don't trade anyway. It's just quiet time. Sometimes you have big move, but most of the time I don't bother trading on Sunday evening. So on when it comes Monday in the morning, like London Open, right around that time, you will see the entry, and you will either 1 minute, 5 minute. The move starts, and when the move starts, sometimes what happens is that London you don't see any move. Then if you don't see a big move in London session, then it is due on New York session. That's why it never happened in London. That's it. Maybe there is a big news in US session, so nobody bothers trading on London session. So this is how it is, and timing I already told you. And after that, you find several entries after that. I mean, it's just like a big drop from there, right? And later on, you can see here nice. Let me see. Whoops. I moved this line here, 59.97. Okay, and you have a nice entry here. I think it's a 5-minute entry. You see that on probably 18. Where'd it go? Yeah, see right there. No, it's not. It's you see, the beauty is that this system, if it is not 5-minute setup, it's a 15-minute. If it's not 15, the price goes through the wave, then it gives you a 30-minute setup. So look at this one. Excuse me. and also I'm in right here. You see that? So like I said, whoever has the system, you understand what I'm talking about. I'm showing you right here. Nice entries, right? Look at that. Okay, and you can see around here too. Some other pairs also. And any, let me show you one more example. Like any place you can see the same thing. Let's say a bounce from this, right? 58.30. After this big drop, you start bouncing, and you know that it's a good bounce. Let me see, what candle is this? 11. Excuse me. November 15th, right? November 15th. So what happened after that? Let's see on that chart, and then we go and see smaller time frame. So not November, man. What I'm yeah, 11/15. So we may not go that far back. Probably November 15. Maybe it allows. I don't know. Oh, let me try the different technique. Okay, November 15. We made the low, right? Right here. And this one is 16. Okay. So this is it. Let's see on a 15-minute first. What do we see? Oh man. November 15. November 16. Okay. Starting November 16. That's what we want to see. Right around here. Okay. So now on a 15-minute chart, you see this how heavy bouncing back and forth. We went up through the wave, down, then up. No setup, no short setup, no long setup. But what we are waiting for, what we are looking for a long setup, not short, because we are expecting a bounce after a big move. We need to see if we can go back to 59.97, right? That's the idea. Bounce from support and rejection from resistance. That's what we look for. So right here, 16. So we're gonna switch to 5 minutes, see if we can find something there. And see, when all this ranging happens, November 16th, then you want to make sure that for the safety, you want to make sure that you get a 5-minute setup above the 200 EMA line. Okay, let's go back to November 16. Come on. Okay, you want to go fast? Just press page up button, and it takes you back fast. But we are, I'm way far back, so it's taking a little time. November 16, right around here. Okay, so this black line is 200 EMA, and if you can notice that you have an entry here, you have an entry here, 116.20 1 day later, but you have nice entry here, beautiful. Okay, and then you have here. It's very easy. And then later on, see, start. If you have an entry around London session or something, our timings, like all these entries, pound. Let me see on a 15-minute chart if we have any. This big move up there. A lot of ranging here, right? Now, if you look at this one, was a nice entry here at 15.45, right? You have an entry here, 10.45. Okay, that's what you need to look for. You see all these indicators, if they are in line and the price is above, dip into the wave and then give you a nice bullish candle. This one and this one, beautiful bullish candles, and this one again, you get an entry. If the move starts, it gives you several entries, believe me or not. And this one, you probably have some 5-minute entry here. How about this one? You see that? So this is how it is. This is, if you need to practice, you will find it. A lot of people say, oh, these are all after effects, but well, that's I show them during the trade times too. And these are again, this is exactly the same thing happens clearly in live trading. Okay, this is not after facts. Having 3 or 4 things combined at the same time. Let me explain you a little bit more here. See, this indicator has to be above white line, and this one below. There's a number there, which I'm not telling. So just pay attention to this white line on this indicator. It is below. But when they are in aligned like that, the price has to be above the wave, coming down into and then coming out of the wave. So all 3, 4 things has to be in line. This is a perfect entry here. You see the price went above the wave, but it never came below. You start bouncing from the middle line, and these 2 indicators, the upper one, it's below the white line, and the lower one is above the white line. That's very, very important, essential. Without these 2 indicators, opposite to each other, we never take the trade. Okay, so you have to be, and in the same time, when these are aligned like that, you have to have the price above the wave, inside and coming out, but never go below the wave. So that's another entry here, and it's a lot of them there, right? So pay attention to 15-minute, and like here you can see this one. See this? After that, you have a nice trade. This one, look at this black line here. This indicator is below the white line, and this indicator is going above the white line, touching this. There's a number there, so it is touching. So all of these are entries as long as you see the nice momentum bar coming out of the wave. So you got nothing much, but it's a little bit, 50, 60, 70 pips, right? You take and run. Then there is a swing changes again to the upside. So as soon as this black line goes above the white line, and you see dips into the wave from the top, you start going long right here. Straight and beautiful entry right here. See that? Took where took you where. So this is what it is. I hope I explained it a little bit. It is very important to use those SNR sheet that I give you, Matthew, and just draw them. These numbers are powerful, especially Euro USD numbers. I spend a lot of time. Right now we are there's a big number that we're playing like 33. Very good, nicely there. Let me see if I can show you a little bit there what's happening here. See, we are ranging very big time, right? Here, and all these on this chart, I don't have it. This is like Elliott count, so I have different. I have one chart open for harmonic calculation there. The other one is like Elliott wave calculation. Third one is support resistance line, trend lines, channels, and all that. So, but I'm not gonna explain. This video is already being too long. Sometimes it don't convert, and then I cannot upload on the YouTube. So I hope by giving you this example on pound and from 4-hour chart, daily chart, and these levels, how you can identify a turning point, a possible resistance on a level, and or a bounce, and from there you start looking for setup, right? There's something else that I want to show, but I forgot. All right, so maybe next time. So it may help a little bit. I don't know, but if Matthew, if you don't, if you still have a problem, just keep asking question until you get your answer, and until you are confident taking these trades. Okay. So hopefully I'll see you in my webinar. Okay, and you can ask me more questions from there. So watch for this from a bounce from here. I don't know. The momentum is too much down, but the week ends. So after that, everything changes. A lot of things happens fundamentally over the weekend, and a lot of decisions we made, meetings and all that. So anything can happen. So, but chances are that we may bounce a little bit from there. The overall trend is up, by the way. So Let's see, but we broke this rising trend line, so God knows. But what's going to happen is that we're going to watch after the week opens on Sunday. We'll watch where the price goes, and the London Open, around London Open, just pay attention to where the big move is going to start. As soon as it starts, it's going to give you a setup. Take that